Hi, this is Allison Ottensmeyer, and I'm going to be discussing the Human Resource Frame for AEP 855 for Module 7. What is the Human Resource Frame? The Human Resource Frame sees the organization as a family. Within that family, each individual has needs, skills, and relationships. The main focus, though, the human resource frame puts on is about the skills, attitude, teamwork, and communication. When I thought about this as far as being in a school setting, I thought this was very true because everybody within that building needs to have that family type of relationship with the understanding that we all have our own skills and we all have relationships that may be stronger with one another, but we also have needs that need to be met, whether you are a student or a teacher or another staff member. We all have needs that need to be met. What is the goal of the Human Resource Frame? The main goal of the Human Resource Frame is to align both the organization's and human needs. And when I was thinking about this as far as a school setting, I believe that this is true, that when we have everybody's needs aligned, then it allows us to have success within our building. This is all done by having an open process when decisions need to be made. This allows everyone to feel that they have a place, and when everybody feels that they have a place, it allows them to strive for commitment among one another and commitment to the shared vision. This is also done by promoting participation and setting up meetings in regards to strategic planning, and also always keeping communication open among everybody, and that it is a two-way street. That we communicate the needs and how we're feeling. It also talks about having a leader that is a servant and a catalyst, which is a little bit different than other things that we have viewed. The 4 key assumptions to the human resource frame is that the organization is there to serve human needs. And I think that this is very true to a school setting because we are there to serve our students. But we are also there to serve our teachers and anybody else in that building, all while working together. That the organization and people both need each other on a mutual playing field. If the fit is poor and loose among everybody, both the individuals and organization will suffer. And then on the opposite side is that if there's a strong fit, it's going to benefit all involved and will ultimately be successful in the end. So when I thought of my potential hierarchy, I put obviously the principal at the top, but then I put my students and teachers next. I feel like that when you are at a school, the students are the most important thing. We are all there to serve our students. But at the same time, the principal there is there to serve and support those teachers since they are the ones who are interacting with those kids on a regular basis. So I felt that the students and the teachers are kind of at an equal playing field just because when you think of how much impact the students have on their teachers and how they teach, but also the opposite, how much impact those teachers have on those students, I feel like they needed to be put at the same level. The next is paraprofessionals and support staff. These people are there to help and support our students and our teachers in a ton of ways, and so I felt that they were almost just as high up as students and teachers. And to be honest, when students, teachers, and all those support staff work together, I think that's really what makes a school tick and be successful. I then put my parents because I've always felt as a teacher that when you have the parents and the teacher and the student on the same goal and working together, that anything is possible. We do spend a lot of time with their kids at school, but at the same time, those parents have a lot of input when their child is at home and just talking to them. So I felt that the parents were equally as important and needed to be up there pretty high. My next would be the office staff. they kind of keep everything running, and they do interact with those students, so I felt like they needed to be up there as well. The next is community, and I've really noticed that while working at Wamego that it's important to have the community behind the school, and just sharing that vision as they do. They have their stakeholder no matter what. And then I did put my cooks and maintenance personnel and also alumni last. So after looking at my hierarchy, I truly believe that students and teachers are up there, and that's where they need to be. But everybody else is equally as important, and I think that working together, that's what would make a school very successful.